Alright guys, we have a big data download for you today. As always, I'll leave Proton's link down in the description, but I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to dive straight into it because it is a big one. So Global today just got the update 5.31, which is the removal of the reversal system. I think it's a good quality of life change. I do, however, feel really bad for any characters in the game, whales, that wanted to completely max out and rainbow and keep SSR versions and TUR versions that they had already reversed to do so. If you didn't reverse any unit that was already an SSR or TUR of an LR that you wanted to keep, you get to keep them. Do not touch them, otherwise you will lose them forever. However, those that did reverse for collection purposes, I do feel really bad for you because it is a little bit of a peak change. But overall, for quality of life for the game, I think it's really good. I think it's really seamless. It does help level up a lot of units SA a lot more easier than it used to be. And it's going to be a big help to newer players who are not going to have resources at their disposal like we do, who've been playing for years, when it comes to Kais, Sleepy Kais, etc. Of course, Tech SSJ4 Goku Mini Daima has been added to the game along with Daima Mini Piccolo. We're also getting Int Mass Margin Pansy and also the Strength Glorio, the two units that you can trade in with the Daima item for a free-to-play unit. I think you could do both. And then AGL Goku's coming as well. We also have a brand new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, stage 39, which is just handy for new stones. We're getting a new Dokkan event, which of course is going to Dokkan Awaken Mini Goku. Then we're getting another stage of Seriously Serious All Out Battle stage 7 to get you your free tickets so you can have some free summons on Daima Mini SSJ4 Goku. I think there's going to be up to 28 tickets all in all. So you're going to have a total of 4 free summons on Mini Goku. Hopefully they'll go well for you and me too. Of course, we're getting Daima Edition of Red Zone, which I cannot wait to play through. We're getting an easy area for Daima Edition as well. This is going to easy the free-to-play Mini Goku and Mini Vegeta that we got from the Daima Story event. We're also getting Battlefield 94, new idle animations, tickets, treasures, and wallpaper. Cannot wait for this guy to drop. Hopefully, he will bless your multis the same way, hopefully, he will bless mine. We've been on a very good hot streak recently. I'm hoping that continues. This is the AGL Goku for anyone a little bit confused. The manga panel Goku, which of course we're getting a manga panel banner very soon. That dropped yesterday, all of that news, and I was at work all day, so I just didn't have the chance to go through it. I might do the video later on today just to have my 10 pence piece. So I think it's such a dope idea. This will be available literally at 5 o'clock in the morning for me, so probably evening time for a lot of you. This is the free-to-play one. This is the one you get for logging in. You don't have to summon for him. And then in terms of the rest, I really like that stage, by the way. That looks sick. In terms of the rest of this stuff, there's the easy area medals, good stuff. We have new idle animations, which I do want to go for. And it looks like we've got new idle animations for the Boo Duo, which of course in a few months' time for the 11th anniversary, will be receiving an EZA, of course, alongside GT Goku and also SSJ4 Vegeta. Really do like that a lot. Them just kind of aura farming there. The SSJ3 model looks dope, by the way. And then this is going to be... This is when you exchange. This is when you're doing the... Not exchange, standby skill, sorry, with base Vegeta. I mean, it looks clean. There's nothing flashy about it, but I really do like the other one. And then, of course, SSJ4 Mini Goku, which his idle animations just look amazing. They look amazing. It looks so good. I love the little, like, white hue around him. I love the explosion of the aura, and then briefly he just aura farms for about 5 seconds, and then he's posted up, he's ready for smoke, he's all good to go. And then here's our special summon tickets. Again, you'll be getting 28 of those to use on Goku, so make sure you grind up. And here is the Magilite. Sounds like, what is it, the Pokemon Mega Evolution stones. This Mega evolves Magilite, whoever that is. But yeah, here is the Magilite item. This is the treasure item you can exchange in the barbershop from the Dragon Ball Daima event. And then that's where you pick up the Masked Pansy and also Glorio units. And then here is the 40th anniversary reward ticket as well. And then this is going to be treasures where you're getting the Dragon Ball volumes, which I think is such a sick idea. I really do need to reread original Dragon Ball. OG Dragon Ball I haven't read in so long. I think the last time I read it, I think I was in secondary school, and I think I was about 12, 13 years old. So we are going years back. It's crazy to say. I don't really want to say it, but I'm going to out myself. That was about 12, 13 years ago. 12, 13 years ago that I would have read OG Dragon Ball. We have a lot of stuff coming. Everything is coming for me at 1 o'clock in the morning after reset. So that means Goku, that means the easy areas, the free-to-play Glorio and Mars Pansy, they're all coming after reset on Global. And also probably JP as well, but they're all coming after reset. So that's going to be coming out early in the morning. Of course, I'm going to have to wait until like actual daytime to be able to drop the summon video. This Goku, though, is coming at 5 o'clock in the morning for me. So he'll be coming 4 hours later, but we have a lot to go through here. So we've got you, we already know what they do, and we've got the Glorio and we've got the Pansy. So we'll go for the easy areas first. So Mini Goku is greatly raising attack and defense by 50% on Super. Starts with 200% attack and defense. All allies key +2, 50% attack. And there is another Dragon Ball Seekers category ally attacking in the same turn. Gains an additional key +1 defense and chance to crit by 20%. Guaranteed additional Super. 30% chance to crit and also 30% damage reduction. Then for every attack performed, 50% attack and defense up to 250. Chance to crit by 20%. And when there is an ally whose name includes Daima, Glorio, or Pansy attacking in the same turn, 20% damage reduction. Launches 2 additional attacks, each which have a 30% chance of becoming super attack. Do you know what? All of this isn't bad. For a free-to-play EZA, I mean, you've got, what, 2-3 super attacks in there. You've got, as long as you fulfill the requirements, you've got 50% damage reduction. There are, of course, Daima units in the game. There are a summonable Glorio, free-to-play Glorio, and the Pansy unit. A lot of potential supers. I think it's 3 to 4. Yeah, 2 here, and I think there's 1 up here base. You're looking at 4 to 5 with hidden potential system. A good amount of damage reduction, good crit chance, and also support. He's a solid free-to-play EZA. Are you getting like loads out of this unit? No, but like anything like, say, Clash, SBR, ESBR, maybe for like Dragon Ball Seekers, he would actually be a good shout, especially with the new Daima units as well. Then we have my boy Jeets, who will also greatly raise attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn. And then he'll start the turn with 200% attack and defense, all allies key +2, and 50% defense. So Jeets is going to give the defense, Goku is going to give the attack. And there's another Dragon Ball Seekers category ally attacking in the same turn, plus an additional key +1 attack and chance to crit by 20%. Guards all attacks, 50% chance to dodge, and 30% damage reduction. So we've got guard, dodge, damage reduction, all on a free-to-play EZA. Then for every attack received or evaded, 50% attack and defense up to 250, chance to crit by 20%. When there's an ally whose name includes Daima, Glorio, or Pansy attacking in the same turn, 20% dodge chance, guaranteed super. So Goku's a little bit more on the offensive side, Jeets is a little bit more on the defensive side, something that Dokkan has done for years as a trend between like Goku and Vegeta units. So Vegeta's going to assist and support with the defense, along with giving the crit chance and the key, etc, etc. But then giving himself guard, 50% chance to dodge, and 30% damage reduction on top of the extra 20% chance to dodge as well is really, really good for a free-to-play unit. 70% dodge chance as long as you have a Daima unit, Glorio, or Pansy, which is fairly easy to do now. And then 30% damage reduction with guard. For a free-to-play unit in that lesser content, he's actually going to be really handy. Again, Dragon Ball Seekers, you know, I mean, you could bring him on Pure Saiyans, Successors, etc. But, you know, Time Travelers, maybe Gifted Warriors, Dragon Ball Seekers, Vegeta's going to be a good shout to go on that team. Again, especially when you're running them with the Daima, Glorio, or Pansy units. I actually really like that a lot. I really do like that. Then we have Glorio all posted up with a Glocky. He will greatly raise attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn. When there are 4 more superclass allies on the team, 200% attack and defense, and a chance to evade enemies' attack and damage reduction rate 10%. All allies 20% attack. When there are 4 more Dragon Ball Seekers category allies on the team, an extra 200% attack and defense, and chance to evade enemies' attack and damage reduction rate by 15%, and all allies key +1 and 25% attack. And then when 4 or more demonic power category allies are on the team, 200% attack and defense, chance to evade enemies' attack and damage reduction rate 15%, all allies key +1 and 25% attack. Then when there's an ally whose name includes Daima or Pansy attacking in the same turn, launches an additional super attack, chance to evade enemies' attack and damage reduction rate by 10%, 200% attack and a 50% chance to crit, when the target enemy is in the following status. HP is 70% or less. And when attacking with 12 or more ki, an extra 200% attack and defense. I think all in all, if you build the team the exact way it was intended to have all of these ticked off, Glorio actually looks quite solid. You know, all in all, you're getting, especially when you're attacking with 12 or more ki, which is going to be easy to do because he's a TUR, you're getting in total about 800% attack and defense. On top of that, it's a free-to-play unit, so it's not going to be insane, but still good. He's going to have, what, 10% dodge and damage reduction here, an extra 15 here, which takes him up to 25, an extra 15 here, which takes him up to 40, and then 50 here. I mean, I know 50% chance to dodge isn't the most, but 50% chance to dodge with 50% damage reduction is pretty nice. And then all of the support as well. It's a solid free-to-play unit. As the potential is there if you run him on a team with all of this checklisted off. And then the Mass Margin, or Pansy, she will greatly raise defense by 50% for 1 turn, cause spreen damage, lower attack and defense, has a 70% chance to seal, and a 50% chance to stun on super attack alone. She will be very, very handy in the likes of SBR and ESBR. And then when there are 4 more superclass allies on the team, 200% attack and defense, chance to evade enemies' attack by 20%, all allies 20% defense. When there are 4 more Draggable Seekers category allies on the team, 200% attack and defense again, chance to evade enemies' attack by 25%. Already she has 45% dodge chance. Already. All allies ki +1, 25% defense. When there are 4 more demonic power category allies on the team, 200% attack and defense, chance to evade enemies' attack 25% again. And then all allies ki +1 and 25% defense. When there is an ally whose name includes Daima or Glorio attacking in the same turn, launches an additional super attack, chance to evade enemies' attack by 10%, and then 200% extra attack and a 70% chance to crit when a target enemy is in the following status: lowered attack, defense, stunned or sealed, which I think this is such a great and easy setup considering she does both. Actually, I say both. She does everything on super. She debuffs, she stuns, she seals. In the likes of SBR and ESBR and events where you can debuff and lower attack and defense and seal and stun, she's actually going to be a great unit to use, especially when she's self-buffing like this and then giving herself 70% chance to crit on top. And then when attacking with 12 or more ki, that's an extra 200% attack and defense. So again, basically the opposite to Glorio. Gets the same type of build up through the passive, gives the same support except she's defense rather than attack, and she is solely on dodge. So in total, she's getting 20, 25, 45. She's getting 70% chance, 80%. 80%. If you fulfill all these requirements in her passive, she has 80% chance to dodge with very good defensive support. And again, easy setup to help her do some extra damage down here with the fact that she debuffs, stuns, and seals. So I think all in all, the free-to-play Glorio and Pansy are solid. Especially Pansy, so they're going to be very handy in SBR, ESBR. The easy areas are okay. They're okay if we're being completely honest. And then, of course, the big one being SSJ4 Mini Goku dropping literally in 13 hours time. Really annoying. I'm going to have to wait to actually drop the summon video. But hopefully, for those of you who are summoning, do let me know down in the comments if you are summoning. Hopefully your summons go well. Me too. Because Daima is finally in the game. I've waited too long for this moment. I have 170 stones on a dream. And hopefully that dream comes true for the 3rd time. I cannot not pull this unit. But hopefully your summons go well. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day. And peace.